Here's a quick look at the old bumper with rope burn marks and other damage. This is what I'm replacing. Here we have the new bumper sent to us from Yamaha in Georgia. Comes in a massive box compared to the size of the bumper, but that's okay with me. At least I know they took good care of packaging my new bumper. Here you can see the part number of FF3XU2511-01. That's going to mount up nicely right here. You can see that it's a perfect match with the part that's already on there. Once you have the bolts removed, you have two bolts on the front end and two on the sides. There's only a lock nut holding the ones on the front. There's a bolt and lock nut on the ones on the side. You'll want to pull straight forward until the bumper comes away from the unit. You'll see there's two holes right there on the front end. That's where those bolts went through, and those bolts are actually attached to the bumper. They're held on there by square-headed bolts. I'll show you those in just a moment. These are the two forward holes. That's the side hole. Then the side panel is missing on the right-hand side of the ski. The left-hand side is still there. On the inside of the old bumper, you're going to find that there are two bolts with square heads inserted into the slots. You'll want to remove the old screws because you're going to reuse them on the new bumper. So just slide it out to the side. It'll pop right out. You see it has a square head on it. There's two of them. Remove both of them. You'll be reusing these. Set them to the side. Don't lose them. Take your old bumper and toss it somewhere where you might be able to use it again if you wreck your new bumper. I'll just set mine over here. Alright, so here's the new front bumper. Nicely covered in plastic. We'll take this knife and slice away at the tape. We've got just a few areas of tape. I think that should be pretty much it. Let's see. Got some more there. Alrighty, and some in the center. Be careful not to cut into your brand new bumper. That would stink. Alright. Here we have the new black bumper fresh out of the wrapper. It looks fantastic. Now to install it. At this point, you'll want to add the squared off head bolts back into the slots on the forward bumper. You pretty much just center it on each slot. There's only two of them. Once you've got those two in place and eyeballing the center on both of those, you want to take your bumper and bring it around front and line it up with the holes that you see there, making sure that end piece is actually underneath the side plate if your side plate's still on there. I have it on one side, I don't have it on the other for other reasons. But line up these two holes. Trying to do it with one camera in hand made it a little difficult, so I did end up having to put the camera down and finish installing it. So here we have the front bumper already attached. Just needs to be bolted in. The two forward bolts are in. We just need to add these brass lock nuts to the back side. There's one on each side of the nose. And then there's two bolts on either side of the edges on the ski. You'll attach those once you attach the side panels on. You can see there on the left that I've removed the side panel, so I'll add that on in just a moment. And that's pretty much it. So this is the finished product. Every piece is bolted back on. There are essentially only 4 bolts that hold the front bumper on, 2 that are mounted to the side piece. Looks like these scuff marks will end up replacing this one eventually, but the front looks great.